Information Man Show will start in a moment, everybody. Welcome to the Information Man Show. Yes.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Peace, respect to everybody in the chat room. Thank you for being here. Let's get into this right now. Thank you for your patience, waiting for the program. Thank you. I want to get into this right now. I want to hope that all of you are doing well on this weekend. We just went through, what was it, Thursday? We just passed the Things Taken Day.
Tell the truth.
Things Taken Day. Definitely a lot was taken on that Thanksgiving. I dropped a old video I did, what was it, 5-6 years ago, about the history and background around the idea of Thanksgiving and what was really going on that they didn't really want to tell you about. And I know that it's a day for family to get together, for people to have a meal and food and what have you, but just keep this in mind. We wait one day of the year to pig ourselves out when people are starving throughout the whole damn year. And we pick a day to say, let everybody pig themselves out. And then let's also be merry and jolly and give to the people that are less fortunate just one day of the year when there's so much going on throughout the whole year. But I hope, with that said, that you did enjoy time with your family, but just keep this in mind. Every day we should be thankful for what we have. We should be thankful for our fortunate situation in comparison to other people, no matter what day it is. And we should also realize that there's a lot of people out here who are struggling this holiday. There's people out here who don't have money for a Black Friday. And that's another weird thing. There's a history behind why they call Friday Black Friday. There's a history behind that I should get into as well. But I want to thank you all for being here today in this presentation. What I want to do, or attempt to do today, if I can, everybody,
tell the truth,
is I want to go over someone who has a loud mouth. This is a guy who's an actor, director. We know him best from being in Spike Lee's movies. I think Bamboozle was the movie I think that he was in. The movie that depicted the caricatures that they would portray of Black people. The Sambo, the Gumbo character, the buck dancing, the minstrel shows, all that sort of stuff.
tell the
He's
truth.
been in a few of the Spike Lee movies. Now, the thing about Michael Rapaport is he's one of these white guys, and you got to beware of these type of white guys who likes to hit us with that yo, 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 yo type stuff. Yo, you're bugging, right? He's a New Yorker. And because he's been in a couple of Spike Lee movies with Black folks, and remember he was in that movie Higher Learning where he played a white supremacist. Remember that Higher Learning? That was one of the first movies that we got introduced to this individual, where he played a white supremacist in Higher Learning, where he was supposed to go out there and, do some damage. And he had his hair cut short and bald and whole 9 yard. So he's been in these movies where he's been with Black folks in movies, and he believes that he has some type of relationship with Black folks. And what happens to white fellas like this when they feel they have this close relationship, they feel that they know us better than we know ourselves, they begin to feel comfortable and think that they can talk for us, about us, then turn around and try to use us to prop up their own agenda. And I'm going to show you that today. And he's one of these white guys, a New Yorker, who thinks he knows everything about Black folks, what we're going through, think that he can argue and go back and forth with a guy like yours truly, Spike Lee, as it relates to what Black people are going through in a city like New York or what have you. And I'm going to get to this situation between him and Spike Lee. I mean, it happened some years ago, but it is a healthy discussion for us to have today, because Michael Rapaport has had a history of running his mouth way too many times. Way too many times. I'm going to also show you, I think there was a time, I'm laying my case out, that Michael
Tell
Rapaport
the truth.
has made some shady statements about yours truly, Janet Jackson. I want to get into that. I'm going to read you exactly what he said in the case of Janet Jackson. Remember, Janet Jackson got raked over the coals because white America couldn't handle the nipple of a black woman. That's what Paul Mooney said as well. All of America went crazy because of the nipple of a black woman. Yet historically, during slavery, you all had no problem with letting the nipples of a black woman feed and nourish your babies. That's truth.
Tell the truth.
So I'm going to talk about that, break that down, because Michael Rapaport, who tries to portray himself as a friend to black folks, he tries to portray himself as he's a down white guy. He's a yo type guy. We're going to clean up the mess today and expose him for what he really is. Once again, likes to talk for us as if he can speak for us, knows us better than we know ourselves. These are some of the arrogant things that people who are non-melanated, who are not black like ourselves, really don't have any idea what they're talking about at times when running their mouth. And when they're celebrities, they think they really know us because they've got a few black people that are celebrity friends of theirs, and they think that they really know us better than we know ourselves, that they can tell us anything that they want to because we'll go for the bullshit, right? And so Michael Rapaport, boy, the guy's had quite a history of running his mouth. Let me just lay this out. Now, he's Jewish, and of course he is speaking up for what's happening in the whole issue between the conflict between Israel and the Palestinians, or in this case, Hamas, right? And he's speaking out because of how they have hostages over there. Now, just this weekend, there was a report that Hamas was going to give up the hostages. Michael Rapaport was saying that these hostages should have been given up a long time ago. He's against the idea of a freeze. He's against the idea of a ceasefire, should I say. Let's be correct here, right? Ceasefire. He doesn't want any ceasefire. He doesn't see any benefit to that. He wants every single hostages. And let me just tell you right now, everything that happened over there, again, was wrong. Israel has done some wrong things. The Hamas has done some wrong things. The way they have pushed the Palestinian people off their land and such as they have, it's all wrong, right? But this is the problem. When you start trying to add black people to the equation, I got a problem with it. Now, I already did a stream last week talking to you about the racism that goes on in both Israel and Palestine as it relates to black Palestinians, as well as black people who have grown up and lived and been born in Israel. And I showed you that there was a diplomat or some very important woman from Israel who came over here to America and made very raging statements about the problem with Israel is with the young black youth, that they are the enemy number one. And I played that for you on the video that I did about there are some black people who will support and stand up for other people who don't even like them, right? That video I did a week ago. So make sure you check that out if you didn't get a chance to see all of that. But we want to be honest about what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. When people jump out of the window and have so much to say about us and what we should do. I want to thank everybody. We got Kenda G in the house. I want to give you some love. Beverly Palmer, she's talking to. We got Keith, brother Keith Weston in the house. individuals like that study our culture and try to capture off it like so many. Yeah, like I said, he's one of these white guys that gets into the yo, 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 yo. He thinks he's cool. He thinks he has some kind of black card ticket to us and what have you. And then he wants to use us when it's convenient for his political agenda. And he does it in a way that does not make sense. I'm going to show you some footage. What's going on? Black Anonymous, thank you for coming over. Make sure you share this video on all your social media today. It's an important one. Thank you for your patience with waiting for me to go live. Would have wanted to go live during the week, but personal things got in the way. Wasn't able to do that. So we're here today. Really, I didn't realize there were black people living in Israel. I have to go back and look. Yeah, there are black people that live in Israel. There's black people that's been born in Israel. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have Hebrew Israelites that have left America, that have settled over there. But I'm talking about there's black people that have been actually born over there. And you have black Palestinians. Last week, Black Anonymous, I showed pictures of some of the ladies, black women that are Palestinians born over there that originally came over from Nigeria, Senegal, Africa. They came over originally, but then the kids were born there, right? Born into the culture. So go back and look at that video. And I was talking about the racism that they deal with, even within the conflict that's going on over there. Okay. We got Art New Style TV. Appreciate you being here, brother. I hope all are doing well. Check out this channel. Check out Art New Style. He's in the house with us today. Let's go back in here. I will be looking at a lot of participation in the chat room, engaging you in this conversation. What's going on, Beverly Palmer? We got the Bunker TV in the house saying Info Man 100%. Thank you very much.
Tell the truth.
We got Meta and I. Hey, me and I. What's going on, brother? Information Man Show. Peace to you, chat. Peace to you, brother. Make sure you all subscribe to their channel. You see it on board right here. Meta and I. Make sure you subscribe to my brother's channel. He does a show on spirits. They have a really good thing going on over there with the way, for those of you, drink responsibly, of course, but for those of you who like wine, who like spirits, and you do it responsibly. This is for adults 18 and older, of course. Okay, YouTube. Check their channel out. And it's not only thing that they talk about over there, but they have a good time. They talk about travel, family, and what have you. I've had them on the channel here maybe a year ago, where I brought them and a few other black couples on to talk about black love. So check them out there in the chat room right now. We got Dominique Jones over here, TNBN. Thank you for coming over. Now, I really appreciate you all. Everybody's kind of showing up today, and I appreciate, Catherine with friends. Oh, my God. So good to see you, my sister. I got to get you back in my algorithms because YouTube has a way of throwing people out of your algorithms. So I'm glad you came over. Dominique Jones, thank you. We got the Underrated Darkness. Make sure y'all check out that brother's channel. RY, good evening to you. RY, good evening to you as well. And brother right there, Underrated Darkness is a good brother there. So make sure you all give him some collective love. We are going to be doing a stream together, no doubt. Let me see right here. Who else do we have in here? We got J.A. Art. What's going, brother? This is Brother Frazier that's in the house. And then we got Bubba Rashan. The Elder's in the house. What's up, Elder? Check out his channel. He's in the house. The original people of Israel is black people. Everybody else is invaders.
Tell the truth.
Well, that's true. That's true. We're all over the world, globally. But we have to also, as I did last week, we have to recognize how those black people that live over there are being treated. They're being treated horribly by both sides of these factions. So keep that in mind as well, going with what the elder just said. Let's get at it right now. Let me show you the video where Michael Rapaport made his statements, which I didn't appreciate it. And another thing I want to also say here.
Tell the truth.
You know, everybody's going crazy. Everybody's is very concerned about what's happening over between Israel and Hamas and the Palestinians. But does anybody give a damn about the wars that go on in a place like the continent of Africa, where you have countries like France, for example, European countries that are putting sanctions on African countries and trying to create war? France, right, marks the end of an era in Africa. The calls grow for Paris to rethink its relationship with Africa, African nations, including military reduction in the resistive region. So there's a lot of issues going on over in Africa where you have civil wars, you have wars where Europe is financing things that happen over there to disrupt the countries within the continent. But you notice nobody really cares about that. France eventually caved to Niger. Military, okay, demanding to withdraw its army from the country. So you got countries in Africa, like this country here in Africa, who says we want the French to take their army out of our country. You see, nobody's talking about that when you've got countries, European countries, occupying African countries, right? And nobody gives a damn. Nobody says anything, right? As much as they talk about and don't tell me that they haven't had people killed over there. Remember years and years ago when Obama was in office and you had, I think it was in Nigeria somewhere, you had black girls that were kidnapped. Where was, and President Obama's wife, Michelle, she said, bring our girls back. Everybody kept saying, bring our girls back. And that's about it. There was no military campaign to go over there and get them out. The United States didn't negotiate anything to get them out. Nobody was calling for that. Michael Rapaport didn't use his big fat mouth to talk about that. Nobody gave a damn about those girls. And to this day, we never really found out
the truth.
What really became of those young ladies in that country. Did they get back to their families? How many of them were deleted? Do y'all remember that situation? Put sevens in the chat room when Obama was in the presidency, and you had Bokaban, what was that? Vokavan, or some kind of rebel group in Nigeria that kidnapped black girls, and a few people were saying bring back the best they could do under our Obama White House and under the government in this country would say bring back our girls. But there was no physical intervention in the way that there's physical intervention with Israel, with United States supplying Israel all these weapons of mass destruction. You see the double standard? There's other countries in the world of people that look just like us with our paint job. And when something goes on over there, nobody cares. Not even somebody like Rapaport with all his yo. You see what I'm saying? You see?
Tell the truth.
You see what I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go forward and let's hear Rapaport in all of his rubbish out of his mouth. Check this out. This is Michael Rapaport. Now, he put this on social media, I think on X or Twitter, or whatever the hell we call it. And some people gave him pushback. Some people were, let's hear it now.
Yo, if 20 American...
There he goes with that yo stuff. You see what I'm saying? That I'm a cool white guy kind of stuff.
Yo, if 20 American tourists, 20 American tourists, forget the 1,200 people that were murdered, slaughtered, civilians. If 20 American civilians, all African American, all black, all ages.
Why does he have to put the black in it, right? What does that have to do with any damn thing, right? What does that have to do with anything, everybody? How about, period, if someone's held hostage, people should be concerned, right? People should be saying, hey, free those hostages. But he wants to use black people as if, for some reason, people are so concerned about us. What is he talking about? As if... Boy, boy, boy. Let's hear the rest.
Were taken hostage, and 10 of them were murdered and raped. And there was 10 surviving American tourist hostages that were all black.
Okay,
there's not
here we go.
one motherfucker in this country that would be talking about cease fire. There's not one person. It would be bring the fucking hostages back, and they better be alive. They better be pristine. There wouldn't be no ceasefire. There would be no round. Can you imagine college students ripping down posters of 10 black people from America if they were taken hostage and 10 others were raped and murdered? Nobody.
Let's just say this
Tell
right here.
the truth.
This is why Rapaport is goofy. We understand that nobody should be taken hostage, but he conveniently, with his yo, wants to use us to push his political agenda. Everybody knows that nobody gives a damn about black people globally. Where was his yo sentiments when you had black girls kidnapped over there in Nigeria area, or some of the wars that have happened in Africa, when you have European countries like France trying to invade parts of Africa, bringing their military in, or putting pressure on a country like Haiti that whooped their ass many years ago in a war in which it made Napoleon and a whole French military go broke. I noticed that they put out the new movie on Napoleon, trying to make him look like he's some special figure, but that figure got his ass kicked messing with black folks in Haiti, because it was because of the Haitian Revolution that we have a United States of America. Because remember, this country was made up of territories, not states, just territories of land, and the French owned the whole middle half of this country. Everybody says the Louisiana Purchase as if it's just Louisiana. No, they own the whole middle damn half of the country. And because the Haitians whooped their ass and they went broke, they end up selling off that middle half of the country, pennies on the dollar, to this broke ass French government at that time. Now the French government has a grudge against Haiti and has been overcharging them and trying to make Haiti pay this debt for whipping their ass, pay a debt. So now Haiti fought for their independence from France, and France is still messing with them to this very day. Does I see anybody talking about that? When the Haitians came over here into Mexico out of Brazil, and they walked over into America, right? And it was a bunch of them. What did this country do? They deported all the Haitians back to Haiti within a week. When the Mexicans and the South Americans have come over, like what's happening in Chicago, everybody's saying, no, you got to give them asylum. You got to let them stay. Give them a chance. They're migrants. When the Haitians were over here, as black as our skin, they got sent back. I didn't hear Michael Rapaport and any of these yo white folks think they're cool with black people speaking up about those issues. But now he wants to use us as part of his agenda to say, well, if there were black people that were hostages over here, oh, they would do anything. They don't give a damn about black people globally. Michael Rapaport, you fool.
Nobody nobody would be saying shit. The African American community would be demanding they came back. White people, black people, Jewish people would be demanding they come back. There wouldn't be a discussion of a...
Tell the
Now,
truth.
I have to admit that black people, there would be black people in government that would demand for them to be brought back. He's right about that. But this whole global outcry for black people in this global world, no, man. And if you notice, when Michael Rapaport made these statements, he didn't say black people in the world. He kept focusing on black Americans, even though we know that black people globally in the world, when there's a crisis, nobody gives a damn about us. But he conveniently says what he says. You get what I'm saying, folks?
Tell the truth.
Go ahead. More of the Michael Rapaport and his
ceasefire. That's a fact. Nobody can tell me shit that is not a fucking fact. Forget the 1,200 other people that were murdered. I'm talking about just 10. I don't compare tragedies, 9/11 versus the Oklahoma City bombing versus this, that, and the third. If it was just 10 African American people, they would be demanding, everybody would be demanding, get them back, get them back, get them back. The word
Tell the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen in the chat room, let's have an honest discussion here. When has the last time have you seen the whole world? Now, of course, the whole world globally was very taken back by what happened to George Floyd, right? Okay, people were taken back about that. But when have you ever seen, I'm 54 years old, I had a birthday 2 weeks ago, I'm 54 years old now. When have you ever seen everybody have an outcry about black people that have been kidnapped, or black people that are missing, or black women that are missing, or black men that are missing? When has there been an outcry globally or even in American society? When? Because he's using the black people, Michael Rapaport, the yo guy, he's using us conveniently for his agenda, knowing that black people, 9 out of 10 times when things are happening to us, nobody really gives a damn. Nobody's really checking for us. What are your thoughts in the chat room? If you agree with my premise, if you agree with what I'm talking about today, definitely
Tell the truth.
put those sevens in the chat room. Hear what we're really saying today. Dig what I'm saying to you. I hear his passion, because really he's using black people for his agenda in this. And I get what he's saying, because he wants them out. And from what I understand, there was a report yesterday that the Hamas was going to give up the hostages. But this is really about Michael Rapaport caping for his people. Let's keep it real. He's a Jewish man caping for his people, which he should. This is what you call being on code. Why can't we as a people, why can't we be on code as well? Do y'all dig what I'm saying? Can we be on code? Can we do what's in our best interest? Can we please do that too? Right? Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and make sure you, thank you for watching, and make sure you make a comment and all that good stuff as well, everybody. But why can't we have the same reverence for ourselves? Tell
the truth.
As he sits up there and says, well, if black people were hostages over there, everybody would be demanding and da 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 da. Is that so? What do you all think in the chat room? Is that so? Let's go over here.
Tell the truth.
And let's look at something right here. Remember I talked about homelessness? I mean, not homelessness, but black people going missing. According to data by the FBI, black people in the United States are overrepresented amongst missing persons. While black people make up around 14% of the United States population, they represent 37% of the missing registered with the FBI National Crime Information Centers, where these statistics come from. You can look them up. White people, who make up 75% of the United States population, only account for 59% of the missing people. The data does not distinguish for Latinos, Hispanics, and origins, okay? Now, I've done videos about this. When black girls go missing, nobody really cares. I didn't hear Michael Rapaport talk about that. When black girls and black boys and black men and black women go missing, nobody gives a damn. When white boys and white girls and white people go missing, they're all over the news, CNN, over and over and over again. And of course, don't count the young lady. Who's that young lady who made those lies up? She really hurt our cause doing what she did, lying like she did. But overall, when black people go missing, their cases never get solved most of the time, and the media brings no attention to it. Nobody in government is banging down the doors to say what's going on. You got black men, black people who are 53% of the homeless population in New York, and I don't see anybody banging down the doors to say we got to do something about this homeless problem we got out here in New York with black people. Yet they got all the room for migrants. Remember, I did that video where they were going to put up a tent for migrants and give them Xbox and give them smoothie drinks and wash and dryers and foosball and nice couches to sleep set on and nice flat screen TVs. And the black men that were homeless in New York at a homeless shelter just a couple of blocks or 2 or 4 away were eating bad macaroni, they were in a rec room with nasty chairs, busted up TV, nothing, no accommodations for them and they citizens, some of them veterans. And the migrants who come over here, they providing them with a plush. So this whole thing about what black people would get and what people would do for black people is bullshit. Rapaport is just using us for mannequins, right? To push his agenda. It's not about black people for him. It's about the fact that he doesn't like what Hamas is doing over there. There are people that look like him that are hostage, that he wants free. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with wanting people being free of bondage. What they did over there, Hamas, was wrong. But here you go using black people, putting our name in your mouth about some shit. They got nothing to do with us.
People that were murdered, slaughtered, civilians. If 20 American civilians, all African American, all black, all ages, were taken hostage, and 10 of them were murdered and raped, and there was 10 surviving American tourist hostages that were all black. There's not one motherfucker in this country.
There's not one mother. There's not one mother. See, that's his tactics. And just so you know, this is real. He put this on his Twitter. This is Michael Rapaport's right off of his Twitter page or his X page. If 10 black people from America were taken hostage in Gaza by Hamas, the entire world would be on the same page, period. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's shoot this in the air right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to just play this. Can you seriously tell me, when has the world been on the same page when it comes to black people collectively? You've had the situation with George Floyd. That was one shot in the stars that happened. But when have people globally been concerned for black people collectively, as Rapaport said right here? Larry, anything goes. Let me see. Larry gave me a super chat, which I appreciate. Let me see. Dominic Jones says he looks like he's undead. Yeah, he do look like he the undead. You right about that, brother. You right.
Information is power.
We got Michael. Michael is thinking because we got stimulus checks, they love us. Jill Chocolate is in the house. She says, thanks for the info, RY. What's going on, RY? Let me put down what RY is saying right here. RY says, hit up. There is a article about the Palestinian skin disease. Oh, yeah, that skin disease speaking across the nation. In Texas, for sure. Disease is usually in the tropical area. Yeah, that's that disease that eats at your skin. Yeah, that parasitic skin disease. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want, no part of that. Information man, what's his point? Why is he trying to drag us into his, that's my whole point. That's the whole point of the show.
Information is power.
He's using us as part of his point.
Information is
right?
power.
He's using us as part of his point because he feels that he can get brownie points, but he feels that, look. Historically, people use us to step on us like we're a doormat to push their agenda, right? And so he thinks that he's jumping at something because he's thinking about the preachers and these black politicians that don't do a damn thing for us, that all these people would make a big deal out of it because you got all the black celebrities and you got the black athletes and everybody would talk. I'm not denying that you would have black people, whether it be celebrities, athletes, and politicians that would speak out. Yeah. But this whole idea that the world would gather globally to deal with helping black people collectively when they don't even help us when it comes to the homeless issue. They don't even help us when it comes to black men and women and young girls being missing. They don't globally come together collectively to help out an African country that's being bullied by France or any other European country that's bullying African nations or black people wherever we are in the world. Nobody comes out collectively when we're being screwed over in this country. Collectively. You get what I'm saying. Let me see what TNBN is saying right here. Israel has one of the highest skin cancer rates. That pale skin cannot be there. Interesting. We got Golden Melanin who's in the house. She's saying peace to King Wage. What's going on, King Wage? Where you been, brother? Good to see you. Shalom to you, family. Shalom. Shalom to you, brother. It's been a minute. Good to see you over here. Charlene. Ooh, we got Miss Hill in the house. Love and blessing to everyone in the chat room. Yes. Charlene Hill, healing to you, sister. Yes. Clap to you. Yes. We got facts. And then we got Sea Breeze 40 saying, let's not get upset when they show you who they are. Just stop supporting anything. Well, I don't support him. Remember that last movie that he was in with Damian Wayne? I think it was Bamboozle. And
information is power.
And remember that role that he played when Damian Wayne went to his office to pitch the idea of a variety show, which was basically a minstrel show, right? And you notice how David Rapaport was doing all of this. I love it, right? Yo. This is the bullshit. And we should never have been supporting anything about this guy in the first place, right? Not that you guys are, but I'm just saying, right? It's crazy. Now, let me let you hear.
Information is power.
You're gonna recognize this brother that I'm about to show you in just a minute right here.
Tell the truth.
You're going to recognize someone that I'm going to show you in just a minute from, what's that? The TMZ, who's going to call bullshit on Michael Rapaport, y'all. You're definitely going to see this. And just so you know, for those of you who have anything that you want to promote and advertise on my channel, go ahead and let me know. Send me an email. Do so. You can find my email in the about section of this page of this video channel. But let me go over and support my man BDBGP. He has a channel where he has music producers, people who make beats, and he brings them on the channel, and he brings together panels of people to judge the music, where he has people pick out what's the best beats, what's the best sounds. I mean, great music, everybody. I've done it myself over there when I've been a judge on his panel. And every Monday at 8 p.m., they have the Battle of the Beats, okay? Debate table live every other Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern time in this country, USA. Follow him on YouTube at the BDBGP channel. Check this out, y'all.
It's writing on the wall. Tell me BDB. It's the B.O.B. Yeah.
Tell the truth.
I hope y'all got that. Check that out. I appreciate everybody that's here. Now, let's go to the next video. We've heard Michael Rapaport talk his junk, right?
9/11
There he
versus
goes.
Oklahoma City
There we go.
bombing
Yeah.
versus this, that, and the third. If it was just 10 American...
If it was just 10 why is it just 10 American black folks? That's all it takes for the world to be shooken about us. Just 10. If there was just 10 black Americans.
African-American people.
African-American people.
They would be demanding, everybody would be demanding, get them back, get them back, get them back. The word ceasefire wouldn't be in the vernacular. It'd be like, ravage the fucking place until they come back, and they better come back safe and...
Tell the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, when has America or any country ravaged a place because they were so concerned about protecting black people, black men, black children, black women, black men? He says that they got to savage the place to make sure so he's saying that 10 or 20 black people are so important in the world currently right now that America would savage the place to make sure they got our asses back. Give me a break. How many black men fought in the Vietnam War that they never went back to get, Michael Rapaport? What are you talking about? This country and this world has never went buck wild and savage to get back and protect, as if we are your possession. But that's how they think. Now check this out. This brother is on TMZ. You see him on TMZ. He's going to say something to shoot holes through Michael Rapaport's hypocrisy, y'all. Check out what he says. You're going to recognize him. Here we go.
So some time ago, we had Michael Rapaport on Higher Learning. And I wanted to have him on because I felt like a discussion needed to be had about how he was using his social media. During that time, Michael Rapaport was posting stories about kids being killed in Chicago. He was posting videos of black people fighting and all types of different activity. And a lot of the stuff that he was posting was triggering. It was triggering. And he was making a lot of value judgments about the community, I felt like. Michael Rapaport told us on that episode of Higher Learning that he was posting that stuff because things were happening to black people and he felt like nobody cared. Now Michael Rapaport is saying that if things happen to black people, everybody would care. And understand right there, read between the lines. He said black Americans, right? Black Americans. Because he knows, as so many other people in the world know, that things happen to black people across the world all the time and nobody cares.
Tell the truth.
Did you hear what the brother said? Let's hear that again.
So some time ago, we had Michael Rapaport on Higher Learning. And I wanted to have him on because I felt like a discussion needed to be had about how he was using his social media. During that time, Michael Rapaport was posting Stories about kids being killed in Chicago. He was posting uh, videos of black people fighting and all types of different activity. And a lot of the stuff that he was posting was triggering. It was triggering. And he was making a lot of value judgments about the community, I felt like. Michael Rapaport told us on that episode of Higher Learning that he was posting that stuff because things were happening to black people and he felt like nobody cared.
Boom. That's the key right there,
Tell
ladies
the
and gentlemen.
truth.
He admitted to that brother that he was posting stuff because he felt nobody cared about black people. But yet, in his rant, he goes off about how if black people were captured, everybody in the global world would care, particularly as he spoke about American blacks, right?
People that were murdered, slaughtered, civilians. If 20 American civilians, all African American, all black, all ages, were taken hostage, and 10 of them were murdered and raped, and there was 10 surviving American tourist
Information
hostages that were
is
all
power.
black. There's not one motherfucker in this country that would be talking about ceasefire. There's not
Kids being killed in Chicago. He was posting videos of black people fighting and all types of different activity. And a lot of the stuff that he was posting was triggering. It was triggering. And he was making a lot of value judgments about the community, I felt like. Michael Rapaport told us on that episode of Higher Learning that he was posting that stuff because things were happening to black people and he felt like nobody cared. Now Michael Rapaport is saying that if things happen to black people, everybody would care. And understand right there, read between the lines. He said black Americans, right? Black Americans. Because he knows, as so many other people in the world know, that things happen to black people across the world all the time and nobody cares.
Tell the truth.
You see the hypocrisy? That's why I said Rapaport is simply using this as part of his bait and switch. Because really, this is about the agenda of the Jewish state that he is checking for, that he is caping for, which he should, because he is a Jewish man. So therefore, he should be doing exactly what we should be doing,
Tell the
which
truth.
is caping and supporting our own. At this, he's just using black people as if we're luggage, as if we're accessories to his argument, which he knows is a false argument because, as the brother said there, he was on a program called Higher Learning, and he admitted that he wasn't getting any traction when it came to things that he was concerned about as it related to black people. So he says. Just something to think about, y'all. Now, remember I told you this was on his Twitter about the 10 black people, if they was hostages. Check this out. He says this on his Twitter. This is why you know something is twisted about him. Check this out. I want y'all to see this right here. You see that right there? He says in that post, if you're not called a racist at least once a day online, you're on. Just read that for a minute. I want y'all to just take that all in there. I want y'all to take that all in. Just take it all in. If you're not called a racist at least once a day online, you're on the wrong side of history. Why? Why can being called a racist? So he's basically saying that if people are not calling him a racist at least once a day, that means he's on the wrong side of history. So is he saying that it's good to be a racist? This is Michael Rapaport on his own Twitter or X page. I paused to give you time to really soak it all in, everybody. I appreciate everybody that's in the chat room. Sincerely, I see you. You're here. Earl Owens, Jonathan Kidd, thank you for coming over. RY, Golden, Melanin, Alicia is in the house. The real Aaron Collins, good to see you, brother. Good to see you in the house. D. Allen Warren, good to see you over here. TNBN, thank you. What is he trying to convey? GA, that's Brother Frazier. Seabreeze 40, thank you for being here. You say, let's just wait for the publicist to write his apology. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, right. But this is what he put up. If you don't see yourself as a racist person and you a yo white boy, then why would you put this type of stuff up here? Right? When you all yo. If you're not called a racist at least once a day online, you're on the wrong side of history. Why would he want to be called a racist? And why would he say if you're not called that once a day, you're on the wrong? What is he talking about? What message is he trying to convey here? I want y'all to understand something. And I appreciate everybody in the chat. I'm going to pull up your messages on the board in just a moment here. But let's just let this all sink in. Let this marinate right now, okay?
Tell the truth.
I just want this to marinate with y'all. Do you hear what he's saying? What he's conveying? And let me tell you something, folks. There's people in New York that are sick of listening to Michael Rapaport run his mouth. I want y'all to see something. Give me a minute here. Check this out. Here's Michael Rapaport running his mouth again. And you got people that's just, his own people are getting sick of listening to him. Listen to this.
You know, this whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say. Just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it. You know, this whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say. Just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Stop.
Damn it.
Tell the truth.
So it appears that he's out there in New York, Brooklyn, wherever he is, and somebody threw a snowball at him and said, I want you to shut up. We're sick of listening to you. We want you to be quiet. You've been talking all week. You can hear him say. Oh,
This
God.
whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say. Just stop talking.
You got me right in my...
Tell the truth.
White dude said, you've been talking. His own people jumped on him, okay? He said, you've been talking all week. We want you to stop talking. Shut up. This from the man who says, if you're not called a racist at least once a day online, you're on the wrong side of history. This man is goofy, y'all. This is the yo. He was in the Spike Lee movies and y'all loved him. Yo. Crazy. Now, remember, him and Spike Lee got into a little tussle because he went and ran his mouth. He has a history of this, right? And so him and Spike Lee went back and forth because Spike Lee was talking about gentrification in the Brooklyn, And Michael Rapaport sitting up there talking about, oh, those places in Brooklyn, nobody wanted to live there. Nobody cared about it. And him and Spike Lee went into a back and forth and yada, yada, yada. And then Rapaport tried to make a sort of a challenge to Spike Lee right here. Remember, this was in Hollywood Reporters. Michael Rapaport to shit-stain Spike Lee says, you're stupid to my face. So he was trying to threaten Spike Lee, telling Spike Lee, hey, why don't you come to my face? Yo, I'm Michael Rapaport. Come to me, man. I'm a cool white guy. Yo. Why don't you come to my face, Spike Lee? Right? And so Spike Lee has some things to say about the dysfunction and the foolishness when he was interviewed on the Huffington Post program. You're going to recognize the brother that's interviewing him. He's got some questionable things going on with him, but well, that's a whole nother show. But Spike Lee, Spike Lee says things sometimes that's a little out there at times, but let's keep it in mind. For the most part, Spike Lee stays on code for the most part. And he said some things when he was interviewed, and the issue of Michael Rapaport talking that cheesy talk, y'all, Spike Lee had to set it straight. So I want y'all to check this out. This is fair use with the purpose of news reporting, critical analysis, parody, right? News reporting, the whole 9 yards. This is fair use.
Rapaport was here a little while ago, and he actually responded to your comments on gentrification. Check this out.
I mean, Spike lives on the Upper East Side. If the people that donated money to Spike Lee's film, his last film, saw the apartment that he lived in, they would bug out. So I don't know what he's talking about. Neighborhoods change.
Check this out. This is the typical thing that white people do to black people. A black person works hard just like you. Spike Lee worked hard, made his money. He didn't make it illegally, right? And now because he has the money to buy him a nicer place and elevate his life in another part of Brooklyn, now you want to sit up here and say that Spike Lee can't talk about the ills of the community, even though he's made money to better himself. That doesn't even make sense, because Spike Lee lived as a poor child longer than he's been a well-off to-do man in movies. And even when Spike Lee first started making his movies, he still was struggling with movies like She's Got to Have It, School Days as well. It was really Do the Right Thing that was the breakthrough movie for Spike Lee. Prior to that, Spike Lee had to struggle to make it through. But this is what happens when black people gain success, right? And now white people think that we're not supposed to be able to talk about the ills of our community that we lived in at one point in time as we've elevated ourselves, as if he's supposed to just be quiet about what's happening in Brooklyn when he still lives there, maybe not in those bad areas that he's talking about that they've gentrified, but Spike Lee is concerned about the people who can't afford to live in the areas that they did live in, and he has a right to speak on it. But, white people, they want to now, Rapaport wants to now tell us what we can say and what we shouldn't be able to talk about just because we might have some money. And you could tell Rapaport must be jealous because Spike Lee's got a nice pad, and he's probably saying to himself, this Negro shouldn't have more than I have.
Tell the truth.
Check this out. This is just the way, this is the bullshit of American society.
His last film, saw the apartment that he lived in, they would.
So now he's talking about his last film. I guess his last film that made him a lot of money. I think this was 2014, his last film or whatever film that made him pretty good money. And so now he wants to say, well, if people knew how Spike Lee was living, nobody talks about white people like this who have money when they open up their mouth and talk. Is anybody talking about his money when he says 10 black people, if there were 10 black people hostage, the whole world would go bunkers to get them out? This is what we're looking at, folks.
Bug out. So I don't know what he's talking about. Neighborhoods change, life changes. Spike Lee, went from, being a Knicks fan, sitting in the blue seats now, people evolve, things evolve, they get better. You know what I mean? And those neighborhoods in Brooklyn.
No, things get better for some people. if you don't have the job or the money or the income to make things better. If people don't have the education, the great job opportunity, the ability to build wealth, then things don't get better for you, Rapaport. You can still be in a conundrum still, sir. Rapaport, my God. The yo man.
The majority of the neighborhoods that have been gentrified were either abandoned. Williamsburg was a joke in the 90s. It was like this little niche place. It was like, warehouses. It's good that it got better.
First of all, motherfucking Rapaport doesn't know what he's fucking talking about.
Tell the truth.
Here's the thing, gentrification, what Michael Rapaport left out because he's stupid, he did not talk about the people who can no longer afford to live in Williamsburg,
Tell the truth.
who can no longer afford to live in Fort Greene, who can no longer afford to live in Clinton Hill.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, it's better for you, for the people who moved in. Why?
Whoa. You hear what Spike Lee was saying there? It's better for the people that moved in. In this case, it was better for white folks because the minute they moved in, now here comes all the nice stuff. You're going to hear Spike talk about the crime level, that when black folks were living there, they didn't do anything to clean up the crime or help out. But as soon as another population of people come in, now here comes all the good stuff. Here comes the security. Here comes the better buildings. Here comes all better facilities, grocery stores. Here comes the end of a food desert, right?
Why? Let me ask you this. For the schools to get better in Fort Greene, why do we have gentrification? For the garbage we picked up, why happened because of gentrification? When you see white young women pushing their kids in strollers down 125th Street, 3 o'clock in the morning, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? There's more police present.
Right, because it's safe.
But where was the police before white people moved into Fort Greene?
Whoa.
Tell the truth.
Tell the damn truth, Spike Lee. You're damn right, Spike. You're damn right. Gentrification can make a neighborhood look beautiful because they put the Starbucks in, the new stores, the new shops, the new parks. That's all nice. But when they gentrify a community like Spike Lee is saying,
Information is power.
they're not gentrifying that community for the current population. The goal is to remove your ass. When I was coming up, and some of you older to remember this, I'm 54. When I was coming up, the word gentrification for black people, it was called Negro removal. That was the word that we defined it as Negro removal. They come in whenever you see the banks and the Starbucks and all this fancy stuff coming in, that's telling you as a black person, they're about to remove you. They're not building it so that you can gain the benefits. And then what happens is the people who live in these communities who are law-abiding, who don't commit crime, the people that are really good people that live in these communities that look like me and you, they can't afford to no longer live there. They get displaced. They get stereotyped as part of those who are the problem, who cause the problems in the community, when there are lots of people who don't cause problems in these communities, but now they get displaced and pushed out to the way margins. Go on, Spike Lee, tell it again.
All of them.
Yeah.
Why don't people are missing the point? People are being displaced, and they never talk about the people who are forced to live out of their neighborhoods because of gentrification.
Tell the truth.
He's 100% correct. If you think or feel that Spike Lee is telling the truth,
Tell the truth.
please hit those sevens in the chat room. I appreciate all of you who have come over for this presentation today. It's a very difficult one for some people to want to hear and swallow, and because I'm not being pretty here about this. This is the truth.
Tell the truth.
It's the truth. Make sure you subscribe to the show. Thank you for watching today. Like and comment, share this video on all your social media. I think this video deserves your attention.
Tell the truth. Information is power.
And I really appreciate you all out there. You can find me, of course, on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter or X. I'm still calling it Twitter. That X sounds stupid. You can find me on Instagram at Information Man Show, as well as the Facebook page at Information Man Show as well. This whole thing is a trip, y'all. But let me bring up something before I get to the conclusion of the day's program. And him and Spike Lee, again, as I said, they were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They used to be cool. Spike Lee had him in his movies. I think Rapaport later on down the line tried to apologize to Spike Lee and tried to bury the hatchet. You know how that works. But let's
tell the truth.
I tell you, y'all, the world that we live in.
Tell the truth.
Let me tell you about what happened with the lovely Janet Jackson and that whole situation. Oh, this one's going to really, boy. Let me tell you what happened. Michael Rapaport once again puts his foot in his mouth. Michael Rapaport comment about Janet Jackson proves he does not know shit about black people.
Tell the truth.
Information is power.
Is it time? Check this out, everybody. Is it time? Is it time?
Tell the truth.
For black folks, this according to the article, y'all. Is it time for black folks to revoke is it time that his black card is revoked? Wait a minute. This is what's stupid about this. I never thought or knew that Rapaport had a black card. Why would he have a black card anyway, ladies and gentlemen? Why? According to the article, is it time to revoke his black card?
Tell the truth.
I think this is crazy. Look at this again. I'm pausing for effect. Michael Rapaport comment about Janet Jackson proves he does not know shit about black people. Is it time that his black card is revoked because he can say yo, 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 yo? Come on, what's wrong with us, folks? Revoke his black card. Who gave him a damn card in the first place? We got to be real serious about this. Check this out. Last night, this happened in 2018, February 5th that this came out. But check this out. Last night, actor Michael Rapaport could not understand why people seem to be complaining about Janet Jackson's absence from the Super Bowl. His tweet, can anybody crying for Janet Jackson right now, tell me the last Janet Jackson song that was popping. Remember Janet Jackson? Remember I told you that everybody went buck crazy when Janet Jackson nipple showed, right? And then it really hurt her career. She's never been on the world stage of the Super Bowl entertainment anymore. And Justin Timberlake, who was the one that took the pasty off of her, he still gets attention. So you know there's a double standard here, right? So Michael Rapaport talks about when's the last time she had a hit song that was popping. See, he says the word popping because he's this yo-yo. He's a white guy that thinks he's cool. Popping. He's saying, oh, when's the last time she's been popping? And then he says this, motherfucker want to make nothing something. That's what Rapaport said. I want y'all to look at this sucker right here who thinks he's cool, who thinks he's Joe Cool. He says, when's the last time that Janet Jackson had a popping song? Then he goes on to say, motherfucker want to make nothing something 24/7, 365, a Super Bowl Sunday, okay? In reality, it was not that people were necessarily tweeting about her absence more than tweeting about Justin Timberlake's presence, because he was involved in that stuff too. And how, as a white man, he got to leapfrog over the event that nearly ended Janet Jackson's career. As far as I'm concerned, it did hurt her career. And then he joked about it in his performance. That was Justin Timberlake, who y'all black people was listening to his music when he was shucking and dancing. And remember when Janet Jackson got thrown under the bus and they came to him, he didn't have nothing to say. And they're saying that at that Super Bowl, he was joking about the situation, yet Janet Jackson hasn't sniffed or seen a Super Bowl performance that she's been invited to. But the yo man, Michael Rapaport, Michael Rapaport, he got all kind of shit to say, right? Let's go on here. Justin has been granted some kind of celebrity, some kind of credibility in the black community. Why? Justin Timberlake shouldn't have any credibility in our community in this yo guy, Michael Rapaport.
Tell the truth.
So I don't know where they get this from. He worked with Timberland and Pharrell and Janet and Jay-Z. He knew the short ends. He was invited to the cookout through knowing better than saying the N-word. He spent money on his music, his shows. We respect his artism, his artistic ability, talking about Justin Timberlake, though we know it's heavily borrowed from us, yes. But when he was pressed, he lied and moved on and left Janet Jackson hanging. Michael Rapaport is similar, but first we have to keep it real. Rapaport has definitely credibility in the hip hop. Wait a minute. This shows you the backwards of our people's minds, that they're saying that Michael Rapaport has credibility in the hip hop community. Are you kidding me? As an actor, he often chooses roles that feature white men interacting with black characters. So what? That doesn't mean nothing. See how backwards we are in our thinking? Which gives him some type of some authentication? Give me a break. Even when he's the villain, as in John Singletary's Higher Learning, in his first film, Zebrahead, man, he's the prototypical white guy who falls in love with a black girl. So that kind of shit, right? See, we've allowed these people to give these people credibility just because they in some damn movies. That don't mean nothing. Personal life, he's known to date women. Check this out. Check this out, everybody. Michael Rapaport is known to date women of color. This is another trick bag that we buy into because he likes women of color, whatever the hell that means. that gives Michael Rapaport some type of credibility. This is goofy stuff. This is Sambo and Gumbo type stuff here, y'all. Y'all know I use that phrase. As an actor, he often chooses roles. Let me see. Thank you, Over 50 and Fabulous, for the $5 super chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
He's now becoming known for making unnecessary comments that make it clear that he does not care about folks. So there it is, folks. Michael Rapaport.
Tell the truth.
Runs his mouth, but he got credibility because he's been in some movies with black people, or because he likes to date black women or women of color. Somehow we have given this guy some credit, some black card. It's nonsense. It's crazy. But when Janet Jackson's name was brought up, he tried to, as you heard me read and quote it, and this is from, this is an article. This is not something that I made up. It came from this article right here. This was from the BET. This came from BET Entertainment. Their article from BET with Janet Jackson. Michael Rapaport comment about Janet Jackson proves he doesn't know shit about black people. It's time to revoke his black card. I don't know who gave him a black card. We didn't give him a black card. You didn't give him a black card. The guy is foolish. Now, thank you, Over 50 and Fabulous. Hear what I'm going to do for you for blessing us with the super chat. Here we go. And Larry LLC, thank you too for the super chat. Here we go.
Thank you for the super chat.
Time to run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it all. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Time to run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Time to run it. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands. I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage. Now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans. Don't need no friends. I got my homies. Thought I could trust you. I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number 1 up on that court. I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out. Can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No.
Tell the truth.
Let me just read this here. Sincere, you put a really good statement in there. She says that people of color phrase should have never come into existence, even in the 60s and 70s. It shouldn't have been used. It takes away. Right. It's a political term now. For example, if you go up to these politicians and you say, hey, what are you going to do for black people, our needs specifically, they will use this, oh, we're going to do things for people of color and marginalized people. That's just a trick bag that they use not to tell you exactly what they're going to do for you. And Jonathan Kidd, I saw all those movies too, but I just want to know, when did we give Michael Rapaport this black card? This, when did we make him this unofficial, what do you call it? When did he become when did he become this, right? Because he's been in a couple of Spike Lee movies, because we've seen him in some movies with maybe some black women and black people, where he actually has played the villain, right? Or because he likes he likes mocha and chocolate and things of that nature and caramel. Now I'm sounding like Umar Johnson. I mean, when did we do this, right? When did we do this, folks? When did we come to this sort of thinking? I just want to know. Jonathan Kidd said, it's another way to say colored without being guilty. Right.
Tell the truth.
Right, brother. Let's see. Aaron Collins, let me see I'm going to read what you guys are saying now. I know, Empress, I'm in a transition period right now. I'll be back, though. What's going on, Aaron? I hope everything is fine with your health and your family, brother, and all that. Earl Owens is in the house. Glad to see you here. Let's see. I think the West Coast has the most yo types. Oh, God. Beach material. What's going on?
Tell the truth.
We've got Jonathan. Golden Melanin says yes to Jonathan. So she agrees with what you just said. And, oh, wait a minute. Sea Breeze gave me a $5 super chat. Sea Breeze 40. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And as a result, we got to go back at it again.
Tell them run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it on. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip, this tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. This with the devil, you still up playing this game.
All right.
Tell
Peace.
the truth.
Peace, peace, peace. Let's go back into the chat room and get some more comments. Sincere says, hey, I'm glad that everybody is speaking to each other. Jill's, last call. Hey. Jill's Chocolate says, last call. I like that. Jonathan Kidd is saying, when he got cool with a Tribe Called Quest in the backpack hip hop community. Yeah, was he cool? Jonathan Kidd, now you bringing me back, man. Was he cool? I mean, I think Rapaport was in a couple of rap videos with groups like that. That's another way that he kind of got into Flynn, right? Because he was in the rap videos and things of that nature. Was he with Tribe Called Quest in one of their videos? Because I know Rapaport's been around. And then this is a mistake that we do as a people. We let people hang around us, and then because we want to start making them honorary blacks and stuff like that. It's crazy. And let me see. C Breezy 40 says, information man, you need to create your own dance. I should. I like that.
Tell the truth.
Thank you for that statement. And then Jonathan Kidd said, yes, he was. Wow. I forgot about that, but thank you for reminding me. What's going on? Oh, last call is in the house. Last call says this, info, check out what he tried to do to Tribe Called Quest. That's when I started not liking him. What did he do to Tribe Called Quest? Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm going to have to look this up. Give me a minute, y'all. Michael Rapaport. Let me go into my computer here and see if I can look this up. And thank you. Anybody that's super, I know I forget to thank people who super chat me. Let me see who super chatted me. Oh, we got Glitch Dash who super chatted me. What's going on, Glitch Dash? Thank you for the $5 cash app, Glitch Dash. I appreciate that. Glitch Dash works in the gig economy, and I appreciate that, Glitch Dash. Thanks a lot for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that, Glitch Dash. Let me, there we go. Thanks a lot, Glitch Dash, for that. I appreciate that. Michael Rapaport, Tribe Called. Hang on, folks. I want to find out. I need to have my mind refreshed. Tribe Called Quest. Let's see what the deal is here. What did he say about them? Last call. Michael Rapaport on his controversy with a Tribe Called Quest. I'm going to play this through my audio system and let you guys hear this through the audio system. Here we go.
Information is power.
So give me a minute. I'm going to let y'all hear this through the audio system, y'all. This is going to be interesting. This is a YouTube channel, and we're going to hear what they're talking about. Here we go.
Your love for hip hop made you want to direct this Tribe Called Quest documentary. And for all intents and purposes, there was some drama surrounding that documentary when it first came out.
Here we go,
for
folks.
my money, I, as a fan of you and a fan of Tribe Called Quest.
Now, he's talking to Qualid, right? Who, remember when you had the whole ADOS movement really going, Quali was being sort of a hater. Remember that? So Quali is interviewing him. It's Michael Rapaport on his controversial Tribe called Quest documentary in relationship with Q-Tip. Let's continue to listen to this, folks. This is for your listening pleasure.
Quest, I liked the documentary a lot. I thought it told a necessary story. The initial trailer for the documentary was online, and it was called Beats, Rhymes, and Fights. And when you came to, we talked about it. I was hanging out around you. There's a story that Q-Tip didn't like the first cut or the first way that the documentary was coming out. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, there was the first trailer was a trailer that got, this is a true story, that got taken from the editing house and posted online.
Okay.
So it was just like
an idea.
It was an idea. And the Beats, Rhymes, and Fights was just something that, like, it was just like a play on Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
Right.
And that came out. But yeah, I mean, there was things that all the guys and
rest in peace to Fife,
to Fife, yeah, and I mean, there were certain things that everybody didn't like at one point, and that was one of the challenges of the documentary, in any documentary. And when you're telling a story of 4 guys, including Jerobi, that spans 20 plus years, that they're a group that has some dysfunction, and that the guys had their things that they didn't agree on amongst themselves. When you tell certain things, and people were being very candid, and it wasn't just Tribe guys, it was guys from in the native tongue collective, that were sort of sharing things that would make other people uncomfortable. Understandably, there's certain things that didn't that Q-Tip didn't like, and we butted heads on it, and eventually we came to a happy medium, and I think that we put out the stuff that needed to be in the movie. My intention was never to make anybody feel uncomfortable. Like, I had a love affair with A Tribe Called Quest, and I wanted to make the movie out of love, and I didn't know that there was any strife between the group. I didn't know.
When you went into it, you didn't.
I thought it was going to be like this homage, just how did you make this song? How did you make that song? And then the story got deeper, and then of course Fife, with dealing with his health stuff, it gave.
I want to say something. Why do we always have guys like this doing documentaries on black people? I gotta keep it 100% real. There are plenty of protesting against Israel. So where is his anger for them? Right. As he runs his mouth about black people like this.
Person, it would be bring the fucking hostages back. And they better be alive. They better be pristine. There wouldn't be no ceasefire. There would be no round. Can you imagine college students?
So some time ago, we had Michael Rapaport on Higher Learning. And I wanted to have him on because discussion, I felt like a discussion needed to be had about how he was using his social media. During that time, Michael Rapaport was posting stories about kids being killed in Chicago. He was posting videos of black people fighting and all types of different activity. And a lot of the stuff that he was posting was triggering. It was triggering. And he was making a lot of value judgments about the community, I felt like. Michael Rapaport told us on that episode of Higher Learning that he was posting that stuff because things were happening to black people and he felt like nobody cared. Now Michael Rapaport is saying that if things happen to black people, everybody would care. And understand right there, read between the lines. He said black Americans, right? Black Americans. Because he knows, as so many other people in the world know, that things happen to black people across the world all the time and nobody cares.
Okay.
Tell the truth.
That's just a little reminder to people who weren't here early in the show. But the question I want to ask is, why do we always have people of this persuasion doing documentary on black people and our history, whether it be the history in rap or history of our migration from the South to the North? Why is it that it's always
information is power?
Why is it always someone like this who will sit up here and say this in his own tweet if you're not called a racist at least once a day online, you're on the wrong side of history. Someone like this that wants to tell Spike Lee about what's going on in the poorest part of Brooklyn that he grew up in. And now why did Tribe Called Quest go to the yo guy here to have him do the documentary? Why didn't they go to Spike Lee? Why didn't they go to someone that would be more familiar with our culture, have a more sensitive understanding than him? Yet he sits up here with Kweli trying to give his testimony as to what went wrong, what went right.
Realistic, accessible human story. So, I eventually, we came to the medium, and I'm so glad that we were able to do it. And at the end of the day, the guys were all happy with the film, and I was happy with the film. And, me and Q-Tip are still friends. And, I was just glad, with the passing of Fife, that I was able to tell the story because they deserve to have a documentary made about him at the highest end. And that's all my intentions were. So they're it's not the first time that the director and the subject, butted heads on
right.
And it ain't gonna be the last time.
Well, you make documentaries about stuff that you love as a director. You made a 30 for 30.
Yeah.
So here we go, making excuses for Michael Rapaport. My question is, and I've seen this play out before in my 54 years,
truth.
Why do we always need to go to people like Rapaport to tell our stories?
Tell the truth.
You know why they butt heads? Because Rapaport isn't from our community. He doesn't know our struggle. He doesn't know, he has never walked a day in the shoes of black people. And that's why they probably butted heads, because he's trying to put his spin on things. And Q-Tip and Fife and everybody had to set him straight. That's why. Now he's on that interview with Kweli. He ain't gonna be 100% honest about the effery of why they were pissed off at him. But this is why do we always need people like Rapaport to tell our stories? Why can't we tell our own damn stories without the conflict of someone who does not come from our culture trying to interject what they think? And then they're going to try to sit up here and explain their way through the bullshit.
We won a championship.
I wore my Knicks hat for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You fucking annoying me with that shit. I know you.
And so this is the bullshit right here. When he's on podcasts like this,
I no longer support that team or that franchise. But yeah, I mean, the docs are fun, and the Tribe movie was a passion project, and it was a fucking honor to do it. And I remember, when we talk about like being in the studio with you.
It was an effing honor to do it. We mean about talking about being in the studio.
I was like, yo, when's Tribe? I remember I always used to ask you and Corey this. When's Tribe gonna make a new movie? Make a new record? When's Tribe gonna make a new record? And that interest in them making a new record is what spawned the doc.
Right.
That's what it was. Like I asked that throughout the movie. Are you guys gonna make more music? And then it became, no, we ain't making no music. Are you guys gonna do any more shows together? Eventually it was like, we ain't gonna do more shows. But that was like their deal. And
all right, everybody.
I'm glad I made the movie, and I'm glad that that movie was so emotional to make, and that whole
it was
time,
emotional for fans too.
It was because they
is power.
All right. I remember the documentary
Tell
myself.
The truth.
I did see. It came on TV. Michael Rapaport
Information
is question to me, in my mind, given everything that I've laid out today. He's a very questionable individual, and we got to stop getting ourselves bamboozled and fooled and manipulated by the yo-yo-yos of the world, like Michael Rapaport. See, what happens with people like Michael Rapaport, when he's around black entertainers, he begins to think he knows black people. He begins to think that he can tell us what's best for us, like he did with arguing with Spike Lee about a community that Spike Lee grew up in. Even though let's say he grew up in Brooklyn too. Let's say Michael Rapaport did grow up in Brooklyn, but now he's still going to tell a black man in Spike Lee what his experiences were and tell this man about what gentrification has done and not done to hurt people that look like Spike Lee. And it doesn't matter if Spike Lee is living in a nice brownstone in New York. He has a nice pad. He's worked hard all his life to get to that point. So it doesn't make a difference.
Tell the truth.
Wow, this guy runs off at the mouth.
Posters of 10 black people from America, if they were taken hostage and 10 others were raped and murdered, nobody would be saying shit. The African American community.
You know, this whole crap with this cancel culture and the...
Shut up! Shit! Shut the fuck up! Nobody wants to hear it.
Fucker.
You've been talking all fucking week. You don't care what you have to say, just stop talking.
You got me right in my fucking head, asshole.
Tell the truth.
Everybody that's come out to support the show today, I really appreciate you showing your love for the channel, for the program, what I do here. And hey, the best is yet to come. I am planning to ratchet up more content on this channel. We're going to do what we're going to do. I hope you like this layout that I had today with the little studio layout, some of this difference. I've got two. Now I have the other layout that I use for my show. And then I've got this more zoomed in version. So you'll see me using both styles in the studio like this in terms of the camera close up and then full back. I'm going to be using both those looks in different styles over the coming months and weeks. I'll be doing more content. I'm going to try to do more content, try to get back to uploading some uploaded content for you as well. Appreciate you all. Everybody in that chat room deserves a clap. Sincerely, let me see what you're saying. My sister, she says, your layout and graphics are awesome. Keep up the great work. Thank you, my sister. The content is what is the most important thing. Even if you don't have great graphics on your channel, it's the content that's king that people really are hungry for. We got my man, Wow William 454 saying, good brother. We got Golden Melanin who gives me some beautiful black hand claps. We got another CG. Welcome to the mod crew. Have to split. Peace out. Peace out to you. Thank you for coming over. Bobo Anderson, thank you for coming over. I'm about to end it, so I know people have other things they have to do. Hey, Jonathan Kidd is I always ask you this question. Is Honors doing a show tonight? Is he going live tonight? Is he live right now? I'm gonna go over there if he is. Rapaport thinks he's smarter and tries to use cuz I'm PC and I said so. Right, because yeah, exactly. And you notice he thinks he's really cool because he can say a lot of cuss words. You notice that about him? F this, F that, He can get away talking like that though. What's going on, my man Nick? What's going on? I love the good look too, bro. Hey, thank you. I have a lot of looks coming your way. Let me see. Jonathan Kidd says, I don't know because the marathon. Yeah, he did that marathon, so he might be taking a break for the rest of the weekend. You're making good points. Let me see here. Empress Goddess, thank you for coming over. Good night. Good night to you. RY, thank you for blessing us with your presence in the chat room. Another CG, thank you for blessing us too with your presence. Let me see. Right here. Oh, what's going on, Naps? We should know from his role from the movie Higher Learning. Yeah. Hey, Naps, I talked about all of that, brother. Talked about all that, Naps TV. Make sure y'all check out Naps TV. Hey, are you going live tonight on your channel? Let me know. Are you going live, man? I haven't been getting any notifications. Are you been going live? What's been going on? Or YouTube has thrown you out of my algorithm. So I got to get you back in the algorithm. Let me know, Naps, if you're going live today. Make sure y'all check out Brother Naps TV. Yeah, I talked about that earlier before you came in, brother. I talked about that earlier. You're absolutely right. Peace and love, everybody. Oh, we got Jay, the informant, who says, yeah, I saw Monty Woodgrant upset at Leonard Honors over the Thanksgiving marathon, but not at Umar. Woo, man. That's crazy. Let me see. That's crazy what you just said. I didn't know that. I've been hitting up my short section. Yeah, hit them short sections up. Wow, everybody. Whoa, that's crazy.
Tell the truth.
That's crazy, everybody. What he just said. Monty Woodgrain is mad because the man uploaded mini marathon. My God. I just checked. I don't think he's okay. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Jonathan Kidd. I appreciate you. Peace and love. Let me see. It all comes out in the end. Peace and love to you. Sincere. Hey, everybody, make sure you check out Sincere's channel. She's a good sister. Beautiful sister, by the way. And check her out. Alicia. Let me go over to Alicia. She's been, man, you've been rocking with me heavy. Got to give you a lot of kudos here. Thank you. Thank you. You said it was a great live. Thank you. And I tell me if I'm wrong or right. They said in Chicago that a lot of those migrants want the hell out of Chicago because they can't handle the cold, the snow. And they saying they want out of there now. That's interesting to me. Earl Owens is in the house. Naps is in the house. I see people are talking. And real Aaron Collins, take care, brother. Golden Melanin, thank you for being here, my sister. Aaron, take care of yourself, brother. I heard you saying that you're trying to, work on some things, but take care of yourself. Health is always important. Oh, what's going on, man? Xander, what's going on? I just unsubscribed and subscribed in there, and there's the notification. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute now. See? This is why YouTube is playing games with us.
Tell the truth.
Did y'all just hear what Brother Xander just said? Did you just hear what he said? He said that he unsubscribed from this channel, and then he subscribed, and there's the notification bell. That's crazy. Why would you not get the notification bell if you're already subscribed? I think he's showing us a Bloodsport 11. What's going on? I think he's showing us the hypocrisy of YouTube and their system. We got Patora Afro in the house. Thank you for being here. Last call. We got a View for a View. Make sure you check that sister out in her channel. View for a View. Great to have you over here. But what the brother just said is interesting. He didn't get a notification until he unsubscribed and then had to resubscribe again. That's crazy. And I would tell you all, make sure for all the people that you enjoy following on YouTube, always go to their channel and make sure that you are subscribed, because I've said this 1,000 times in the past. YouTube has a way of unsubscribing people from channels like mine who are telling the truth about certain, subject matters. They don't want this information out like this. Pator Afro, it's good to see you over here. Everybody in there. View for a View. Wow, a lot of great people coming over. I'm getting ready to end this. I really appreciate you. Oh my God, we got I work at a company that housed Rapaport's mortgage, and he was always very rude, entitled person, especially when trying to get, ooh, man, you guys are, man. Ellen, what's going on? Ellen has come over here, yeah. She's come over from the Prime Sports Media channel. Yes. Make sure that you subscribe to that channel. If you are into football and what's happening with Coach Prime and CU, Colorado, and the whole 9 yard. But she's a mod on my Prime Sports Media channel. She's come over. Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you, my sister, for coming over and paying us a visit. And you said this. Let's see what she said. She said, YouTube's been doing our content creators wrong. Yeah, they are. Well, this is what they do. They got certain content creators that they prop up. And then people like myself who speak this type of talk, they suppress us. So they suppress our numbers. You notice my videos, the numbers are suppressed, right? Because the way YouTube works is that when you have a piece of content and you upload it or you go live, the algorithm is supposed to send that content out to people who would most appreciate and want to see that content. But what they do is they make sure that they don't promote it so that it gets to more and more and more people. Therefore, you get two things. You get more views and you get potentially more subscribers potentially. They have what they call their hand-picked puppets that they prop up and promote on this platform specifically. And I already know that the reason why I get better numbers than I do on this channel, on the Prime Sports Media channel, is because the Prime Sports Media channel, I'm just talking sports. I'm not talking anything that is controversial, that makes people feel uncomfortable, you see. I know exactly what's going on. And you got shadow banning and all that goes on. Y'all know this. Ellen says this. Not just this type of talk, but blacks in different sectors as well. Right. You're right. You're right. William 454 says this. Even their puppets are getting thoughted. That's true. All right, we got, I'm so sick of the culture, vulture, Karens. We got my man, Jess Toss, that came in. Thank you for coming over. Fiercely for reading. My sister for reading says, RY, welcome. He's just a nasty person. So this sister right here that I have on the board here, Fierce for reading, she's talking about that Rapaport is a horrible person, that he came to, I guess he has a mortgage or something. He came to a company that she works at. Tell me if I'm wrong or right, sister. And you said that he was rude to you. This guy right here that I've been talking about today, this is real-time information, y'all, that he was rude to you, that he was nasty. She says he's a nasty person. He likes to make people feel beneath him, which I would always let him know was not special. Right on, sister. Right on. I'm going to give you a clap. Right on.
Tell the truth.
Right. I appreciate everything that you're saying. This is proof positive what you're saying to us right now, which you are breaking down to us.
Tell the truth.
Wow. And Sister Golden Melanin says, if you speak the truth, you know they're gonna come with their shenanigans. That's right. Truth.
Tell the truth.
All right, everybody. Let me see. Everybody that's coming late, go on and do me the biggest favor. Xander, you had this brother had a ranch on my channel. So I'm going to have to give him back his ranch because I know when you Shirley, what's going on? She came in. Subscribe, then you lose that automatically. So I need to see where is my man at. But constantly having to subscribe through my subscribership to see if someone I follow is live is very tremendous. Very tremendous. I think they do that on purpose. Wow. Listen to what he's saying here. This brother's been following me for a long time. He says constantly having to subscribe through my subscription to see if someone I'm following is live. Everybody that's here today, make sure you double check your subscription with my channel. If you're wondering why sometimes you don't get alert, this might be the reason why. See the games that they play? It's a damn shame. Jill's Chocolate Boutique said exactly. Wow. This is crazy. Everybody, I want to thank you for coming over. I'm going to get ready to get on out of here. I appreciate you, everybody that's contributed to the channel, that has been contributing over here to the channel, spending your time. I know you have family, you have things you have to do. I want you to have a lovely and beautiful rest of your, wow. Everybody out there, I just want to say thank you again.
Tell the truth.
This is crazy. What he just laid on us a few minutes ago.
Tell the truth.
Everybody take care. Peace.
Information is power.
Peace, everybody. Thank you for watching the program. I appreciate you being here today. It's been a blast, everybody. Thank you.
Tell the truth.
Peace, everybody. Peace.
Tell the truth.
I appreciate you all.
You've been watching the Information Man Show.
Tell the truth.
to subscribe to the Prime Sports Media channel, Israel. Thank you.